What up, tubers? Welcome back to the Salt Mines of Arena. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all your magic card needs. Got some more of this Murders at Karlov Manor. We will jump into our pick one, pack one, and it has a lot of good blue and white cards in it. Excuse me. Our rare being Forensic Gadgeteer. I think this card is decent, although at its best when you have a high number of artifact cards to really activate it. But if you have a bunch of other ways to make clues, you know, being able to sacrifice the clues for 1 mana is no laughing matter. 3 mana, 2/3 above rate usually in this format, right? Not bad. Curse of the Gateway Express, one of my favorite cases. Sorry, Case of the Gateway Express, one of my favorite cases. Kill something when it enters, and then if you flip it quickly, it's really hard to come back in this format. Private Eye's fantastic. Nyx Weaver from the list. Kind of like taking the Case of the Gateway Express here. It's a little bit awkward we're passing so many good blue and white cards, but this card has been extremely good for me every single time. What do we want to follow that up with? Maybe just to Torch the Witness? This is another pretty good removal spell. I have to remember that this is a sorcery. I always think this is an instant, and a couple times now I've passed the turn with a bunch of mana open, thinking I could cast this, and yeah, you can't. It's a sorcery, but it's really good. It scales well, and can get some value later on in the game. Courier is good. I don't know if I want to take it over a removal spell. Plenty of reasonable cards here. Onlooker's fine. Target's great for the aggro. Case into Torch. Are we just gonna, I mean, nothing wrong with going the best color pair in the format if we just end up in Boros. Though it's only pick 2, so we're not necessarily locked into anything. That's a really good pack as well. I've come around a bit on connecting the dots. And especially if you're building a fast deck, which presumably we will be going to do, or we are going to do, then it turns into a pretty nice card refuel. Case of the Burning Masks, decent enough removal spell. Market Watch Phantom, one of the best 2-drops you can get in white. Tipster, one of the best 2-drops in green. Cold Case Cracker here, Projector Inspector. This pack is just all playables. Even the lands are great as well. I mean, honestly, I would rather take the Market Watch Phantom here than connecting the dots. But I think connecting the dots has a really high value attached to it. But I'm going to just take the 2-drop. Into, what is this? I guess I'm going to take the Wisp Drinker Vampire at this point. The red and the white cards here are just okay. I don't think they're on the level of the Wisp Drinker. And although black hasn't proven to be the best color in this format, I'm not going to pass a better card just because we don't want to be playing black. Like, this is the second Gorehound we passed. We just passed one in the previous pack, so maybe we can end up wheeling those. I think white-black Uber aggro can be quite solid as well. This one really hard to, wow, nice pack. Hard to kind of race. It just keeps applying pressure. Dang, 5th pick Perimeter Enforcer is the nuts. Every time this card is played, it tends to just do extreme amounts of work. Easy pickup there for me. Public Thoroughfare, another cracker here, but yeah, Enforcer is just way too good. Great start. Already 2 premium 2-drop creatures, a couple removal spells, depending on if I stay in red, and then the vampire for the black-based deck we end up in. Vampire Rogue. Okay, well, white is just, I don't know, very open. White is like the best color too, so it's nice that it is this this open here in pack 1, because Novice Inspector, not a card you usually see pick 6. Passing a Forum Familiar here, whatever. Okay, had to find the sneeze, had to find the, wow, what? Had to find the mute button. Geez, 7th pick lost in the maze? 7th pick tipster here, too. Also a red herring. Hustle Bustle is... And actually, I don't really care for that card. Well, shoot. This is a really good pack. For 7th pick? I mean, Lost in the Maze is kind of incredible, honestly. In this format, this card wins games very easy. Museum Nightwatch now for an 8th pick's great. So is Thinking Cap. Thinking Cap would be very good here, too. We already have, what, 3 detectives? What's harder to get? Watch or Cap? I guess I'd rather cut off the white signal. That's crazy, though. Case of the Pilfered Proof came back. This one I haven't been particularly impressed with, though I will say we have a handful of detectives already. Like, so somebody took the Gadgeteer, somebody took the Private Eye. That's no surprise there. We might, wow, but the Courier came back too. Really weird. Okay. I was gonna say, what? And the connecting the dots. I was gonna say maybe we get cut off of the detectives in pack 2, but I have no idea what's going on anymore. Detonation coming back? I mean, that was a pretty incredible pack 1 for us, and darn it. Another case of the Gateway Express would be fantastic. Case of the Pilfered Proof, I'm not even sure I'm running the first one, so we're not going to be taking that here. We have 2 choices, the Inside Source and the Inspector. There's also a Cap, a Savior, Bounce, another solid set of picks. Man, woof. Do I want to take Inside Source or do I want to take Novice Inspector here? I think I like taking the Source, even though it's easier to pick up 3 drops. And now we're getting Kaya! This would be the first Kaya I've ever gotten in a draft. Or actually, maybe ever. I don't think I've had it in sealed either. Okay, I mean, all we know is we're playing white right now, so... Kaya and Wisp Drinker Vampire, pretty good black cards to be playing. Shock, another Tipster, Spy. Yeah, I mean...
I like a good fight.
Planeswalkers that uptick and protect themselves are just really good. And I guess now we take, like, the Slice from Shadows. A couple Shocks going around is whatever. Sure. So, thinking maybe this now? That looks good. Detective count is 3 still. Oh, I guess it's 4 because of the Inside Source. I have not seen this Barbed Servitor be any good. I think we'd rather just take the Dog Walker here as, like, the good card. The good, excuse me, the good white card. It's the 2nd Sentry we've seen, but here's a nice Sanguine Savior. A couple of other playable nut cards, but nothing too amazing. I'm guessing we will want to pick up, like, one of the on-the-job cards. Just for the mass pumpage. Toxic Analysis, Combat Trick, Ally Assailant's okay. I don't mind Sanctuary Wall, but I don't think we want it here. I like just taking the Vampire. It's a little bit filler, but it's not bad. It's a good one. How many Case of the Uneaten Feasts have we seen? Yeah, Seasoned Consultant, good 2-drop for white. There's the Thinking Cap, nice 8th pick. Wow, very good 8th pick. Man, Eliminate, Flight, Sprite, Panther, all pretty nice. How's our removal looking? We have Kaya for removal, Case, and Slice. Field the blood spatter analysis. I guess we take the branch here. Again, I don't like if one or more tokens would be created. Well, I'll take. Oh well, I tried to take the second case of the pilfered, but like I said, I don't think we actually want that with currently 5 detectives. Splashing potential there. I mean, kind of 6. I guess the Night Watch also makes a detective when it dies. I do not mind due diligence. This is the kind of deck that can really pressure with this card. So as expected, a little bit heavy on the 3 drops, but that's okay. Ideally, we can get 2 more 2 drops at least. Man, very late juggler too. Yeah, at least 2 more 2 drops. Ugh, man, rough pack for us. A lot of good cards here. Case of the Gorgon's Kiss has been fine. I wouldn't say this card is insane or anything, but given that we have a bunch of smaller creatures that I guess allows us to attack in and maybe even get a 4/4 later on. Another tipster, shock number 4 or something, gardener, buried, explosion. Haven't been opening the best cards for our deck, but we've gotten past some nice ones, so maybe we can get past some good stuff again. Okay, yeah, that plays. Wow, lots of good, dang, too many good options here. I'm not going to take the greed because I don't think it's actually that good, and it's probably going to wheel anyways. I think the Wisp Drinker Vampire and the Phantom are both good. Man, I really, really want that 2 drop, but a second Vampire is kind of spicy. The thing is, I'd rather take the good 2 drop and have a higher likelihood of wheeling the Vampire or the greed, right? Because I don't think the Phantom comes back. Okay, there we go. See? That's what I'm talking about. If we didn't open the good ones, we need to get past them, and now we're getting past a Wojek Investigator. Another 2 drop Consultant. Gorehound would be good in this deck. And I think the Watchdog would also be good in this deck, but yeah. Nice flyer pickup there. Another flyer if we want to take the Tracker. I don't think we want Agent, and then there's like an Automaton if we just want an extra 2 drop. This would be my worst 2 drop by far, so I think we're just going to take the flyer. Dude, another case of the Pilfered Proof. Another Novice Inspector, though. Fantastic. Love it. Yeah, our deck's very good. And this case of the Pilfered Proof actually might be worth playing now. If 1 or more tokens would be created under your control, those tokens plus a clue. So let's see. 2 Novice Inspectors for tokens. Night Watch for a token. Investigator for a token. Inside Source for a token. Dogwalker for a token. Kaya for tokens. That's a nice pickup as well. We didn't pick up On the Job, but this is kind of like an On the Job. Plus, if we don't have the creatures at the time, we can save this for a late game creature creation. We could definitely use like 1 more removal spell if we can find it. Like Makeshift Binding, I don't think we saw one of those. We'll probably end up playing, what, like 6 or 7 swamps currently? Probably safest with 7. 10-7 in favor of white. Essence of Antiquity. It's fine. Man, look at this Buried in the Garden coming back around too. I guess we could try to play the Lead Pipe. Whenever a equipped creature dies, each opponent loses 1 life. I don't think this is a bad pipe deck. I've actually been pretty happy with Cease and Desist as well. That might replace something. Maybe. I could run 16 lands plus the branch. That's probably not terrible. So maybe go 10 white, 6 black, and the branch of V2 Ghazi. Something like that. Yeah, I'm kind of digging it. Alright, this looks like a good white-black deck. Sadly didn't wheel the second vampire, but we got a Kaya, 1 vampire, and again, like I said, I think getting the 2-drop instead of the 4 was better for us. So. GLHF. Let's go win some games of Magic. That looks like a pretty nice opening hand. If we don't find a better play on turn 2, we can just sack the clue made from the Inspector. Turn 2, Jaded Analyst. Okay. Let's get our 2/4 flyer out. Or one of them, anyway. Probably not going to be making any clues with that anytime soon. Since we're on the draw and opponent has curved out somewhat. This is looking like a really nice Wisp Drinker game. All right, couple 2/4 flyers. Next turn, Dogwalker face down, and then flip it up. We'll drain them for a total of 3. All those things I like to see. Ooh, punished for not playing my land out first. Big punished. There was no reason not to. I just didn't want to get wrecked by the auto tapper and manually tap. That's funny. It is an undercover Crocodilf. You got it. Discarding, ooh, discarding the Crook. And they do want to play out their lands because of my Investigator. Alright, attack for another 4 in the air. Then drain them for 3 with face down plus inside source. They're actually dead next turn. To the both attacks of the flyers and flip of the face down, draining for another 3. Oh, we also have the inside source that can pump the Investigator. Additionally, we have 7 mana next turn, so I can activate the Wisp Drinker's ability and give all my small creatures, which they are all small, Death Touch and Lifelink. Bane phase lost in the maze. Okay. Huh, interesting. Sure. Guess I don't really want to give them another clue. Go ahead and take 6. We're just gonna pass here, and I can hold up the Wisp-Drinker activation and the flip of the drain. Hotshot Investigator. Okay, so they get to bounce one of my creatures back to my hand. They're bouncing. Oh, they're dead then. Okay. Take it. Nice. Yeah, I messed up by not playing the land first and running into that reasonable doubt, but turn 3 Investigator, turn 4 Vampire, and they just didn't have a way to really stop them, so too much peck. Yeah, this hand's fine, especially on the draw. Good curve out if we can just find 1 or 2 more lands. Excellent. Turn to Drake. Ooh, do we want to lead on the case here? I think I do. It would have been great if we were on... Wow, I was going to say it would have been great if we were on the play. Okay, well, we might just get beaten down too quickly here. Opponent's on the play with a pretty nice start. This makes goblins if they pay a red. Baron of Tin Street. Oh man. They are going to be popping off here, aren't they? That is a big yikes. Well, the hope is that they don't have too many more ways to produce a clue, but Seems like wishful thinking. Alright, so that's gonna pump up their Novelist, trigger the Krenko, trigger the Gear Drake. Thinking cap. Looks like they have a shock. Sure. Guess I just chill out for now. Yeah, there's another clue. This is not looking like a game that we are going to win. Wait. What? Oh, they have to tap the Krenko for the ability of putting a 1/1 counter. Derp. I was like, why are there other creatures not getting 1/1 counters? But they're sacrificing the clue for card draw. I see. Okay. Guess we'll just play this out. I'm not gonna play this face down. We don't really have the luxury of being able to flip it up since we're missing land drops here. Yeah. Thought they might have that. We're pretty screwed here because the crime novelist synergizes with the Krenko so well. Yep, there we go. Touch the Wisp Drinker Vampire here with anything and we're dead. And even if they don't, we're still very dead. They still just get to attack with basically everything. Yeah, I mean, that's lethal, right? Jeez Louise, dude. Their draw was sick. Their deck looks great. Good beats. Needed some removal there. Because if we just kill one of their creatures, they can't really go off like that. Specifically, we needed to have a removal spell for Krenko. And we did not have a removal spell for Krenko. And then we died to the Krenko. I guess we keep this. We have so many 1s and 2s, though. We have like 6 or something, total 1s and 2s. Oh, that's a very good 2-drop, speaking of. Ah, I'm on the draw again, and I feel like our opponent's going to be curving out. This is Murder's best of 1, baby. I'm going to lead with the 2/4 here. And hope they can't interact with it. Okay. 2-drop pass? Hey, we've got a chance. And this is just going to be another face-up Night Watch. Granite Witness, sure. We are A-okay with this play. Alright, well, opponent's getting mana screwed, so... good for us, I guess. We get to attack with both here. A face down plus Inspector, and now we're probably going to start triggering our Investigator. Oh, they can equip that to the Witness. Oh. I guess that works too. For now. Alright, what do we need to do here? Find a black source is the ideal. I did not mean to attack with my Novice Inspector. But maybe they don't block it. It's good for us. Alright, let's just let the trade happen. And then play the Phantom and pass with Clue Sack available to us. They probably think I have Auspicious Arrival or something in hand. Obviously, the opponent's just getting very unlucky. That's probably pretty good. This is one of those non-games. Opponent just got mana screwed, and we had a decent enough curve even though we were missing black. They had a fantastic start, they just needed to hit their 4th land, and I assumed they would have been in good shape, but... okay, 2-1 now, keep it going. Continuity ruined, went to the gym, shaved, and took a shower. Freshly shiny scalp, look at that. Anyways, on to our next game. Oh no! Oh man, this has Kaya and a bunch of stuff that requires creatures, and we do not have creatures. Man, my head is a little bit too shiny right now. I got a fresh shave did that nonsense. Alright, let's dim that a little bit. That's maybe better. I don't think this is a good hand. It's 3 do-nothing cards and Kaya, so... I think we mulligan down, and yeah, this is so much better. Holy smokes. In fact, I think I'm going to pitch a Plains here, because on turn 2 we can sack the Clue, and ideally we find another land by turn 3, given now we'll get multiple draws at it. Would be quite unfortunate if we brick. Nice, good. Okay. And I think I like going face down here instead of face up, because that's going to be harder for the opponent to deal with it, and if I can get the due diligence on it first, that would be great, you know? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, let's do diligence and smack for 7. Be a little bit rough for red-white to deal with that currently, so no problems there. The Investigator. Alright, let's just go to combat and see what they do. Great. I don't think we want to flip, because then otherwise turns into a 4-3, could get galvanized or whatever, you know? They have the +2/+1 card. We're not in terrible shape. Because we have 2 4 toughness creatures that block reasonably well here, although... yeah, this is kind of scary. Boros, go wide. Okay. Yikes. Alright, so they get to kill my investigator and attack. Actually, they might attack with everything to flip. Or... maybe not everything, but they could attack with 3 creatures if they wanted to there. Oh man, this is so brutal. Let's see. I attack for 4 lifelink here? I guess I do. We're not playing the case, so it doesn't matter. Alright, I mean, if they have on the job, we're dead. If they have a removal spell, we're dead, but can't really do much when getting stuck here on 3. Our only hope is that they don't have an interactive spell here, and that the detective doesn't dig into one. Like, I think if they make this attack, all I do is put the inspector on the dog walker. Don't put my savior in range of anything, and if they can't deal with this, we win. Wow. Unfortunate. But it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, good beats. Not much I can do there. Simply don't get mana screwed next time, streamer. Oh no, does the fresh shave... did that ruin my luck? Am I too shiny? We're 2-2. Our deck's great. Let's just win. Let's just win. Oh, man. 1 plane's off of being really good. Alright. Wow, this almost looks like the same exact hand. But we're going to 5 here. Alright. Well, sometimes magic is magic, you know? Let's find a white source, I suppose, in the next couple draw steps. Wait, I only have 6 swamps in the deck, right? Holy crap, in fact, those first 3 opening hands had no, just very unlucky. That is stupidly unlucky. I mean, sure, nice that we drew a couple planes here, but I'm on a mulligan to 5. Is this really happening? Is this my life now? I don't think we want to attack for 1 and then play the case. I think when we play this, we want to make sure we're flipping it. Okay. No, this is better face up, isn't it? The whip crackers both have reach, but whatever. Sure. That is a lot of 3 toughness creatures now. Hey, okay. So you're saying there's a chance. A mulligan to 5, but we did get to cast Archaea. Hold. That's one of the few effects that can exile things that are not just creatures. Of course. We're just going investigator and passing here. Could try to get them and make some weird attack, but this is better served being held for a larger creature or something. I mean, sure. So they want to get something in their graveyard, apparently. Or drag the canal. There it is. All right. We can get them here with the Case of the Gorgon now, because I would expect their 1/3 to block the 2/1. I don't want to put the Investigator in range of anything. Right, if we attack with the Investigator, they can block with 3, 2, and 1/3. That doesn't seem very good for me. Alright, so we're going to solve that into a 4/4 with Death Touch, is that what it is? Oh, and Lifelink even. Man, come on. Good beats. That's pretty good. That's our small stuff attack much better. Toxic Analysis is how we're getting wrecked, huh? Okay. Branch of Vitu-Ghazi. If we play that out as a land, we can activate the Drinker. I think that's what we do, and then we just pass. All right. Draw go game. Man. This makes sense to play because we can turn it into a 4/4 here. Alright, build your own Sarah Angel acquired. I mean, the game's pretty stable. That face-down card is kind of scary, but I can't block here, even if they flip into the Hellion. It is what it is. Crocodile, yeah. We just need to take our beats, and... hope. Hope is the answer. Oh wait, why did I think our 4/4 had Vigilance? I'm thinking of the other 3-2. I'm thinking of Granite Witness. Ah, and that'll be the game. We can give Death Touch in response, but... that means they just wait until the next turn to attack. Chalk Outline's really cool when you can get it working. Most often it doesn't, but there are some really cool things you can do with that, most namely the 3/1 Cadaver. You know what? A 10 toughness creature here is not bad. I mean, the thing is, we're not winning, so... at some point, they are going to start grinding us out with value. You do not see this card play very frequently, and I don't think it's actually that good. It is good here. This one's just a little bit too slow and dirtily. 5 mana is so much mana. But don't get me wrong, I'm losing, so. Yeah. I think we can probably just draw our next card and pick it up. I mean, we had some really bad non-games this draft, didn't we? Mulligan to 5, only seeing multiple swamp hands in our 6 swamp deck. Some of my opponents got completely mana screwed. I got completely mana screwed in one of those other games. That's Magic, baby. Alright, GG's. They're gonna grind me out for sure. Yeah, their deck was cool. Their deck was very cool. I think our deck was good too, but just did not pan out how we wanted it to. Yeah, I think this deck was good. Sometimes the draws just don't line up, and, you know, good decks can even end with bad results. So that'll be that for this one. Appreciate y'all hanging out and watching. We'll see you back next time. Bye-bye.